Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo and today we'll be talking about yet another great thing made by Tanchjim, and it's their single dynamic driver earphones Origin. It's not a super new model, it was released some time ago, but taking into account how many efforts Tanchjim put into tuning of their models, I have pretty high expectations for Origin to still be a pretty good offer. Price is $260, and they utilized a lot of interesting technologies here. If you're interested in learning more, please visit link in the description. And meanwhile, let's have a closer look. Package is not too big, not too small, and showing consistency that I really like. I'm a fan of consistent designs from one company. Big image of earpiece on the front side, specifications and frequency response on the rear side. As you can see by specs, actually they are on the sensitive side of things. So let inside this pleasant box with interesting textures. So you can guess that it's Tanchjim even without any company logo or branding. Lid is really tightly fitting. Some papers here, probably manual, warranty card, stuff like that. So let's dig deeper. Here are earpieces themselves and the sets of tuning filters. Then goes pretty bulky storage case and set of tips, two different sets of three pairs each. As you can see, also in the design they are using light silver, white, bright colors. So, and here is a stock cable. I'd say that package and overall unboxing experience and presentation is really matching these earphones. Design is also pretty minimalistic, strict, and at the same time looks fancy. You can see that level of quality used for the faceplates. On one side we have a company's logo, on the other side we have model's name, and it looks great. Shells made of metal, they feel really heavy, and this heaviness, this heavy metal probably plays some role in the acoustic treatment of that driver inside, and it helps reduce resonance and all other interference. Shape is pretty ergonomic, at least for my ears, they fitting nicely. Everything is really smooth here and looks great. So no sharp edges to irritate ears or something like that. They fitting pretty deeply, at least in my ear channels, providing above average sound isolation. You can see that there are two vent holes, one is here and second one is neatly hidden near the connector. There is a lip for holding the tips, pretty big one, and protective grill, and of course they can be unscrewed and you can use replacement filters, but actually, kind of spoiler, their impact on the sound is really minimal. They gather fingerprints a little bit, but it's the price you pay for this mirror-like shiny metal finish. Cable is normal, regular, not super fancy, but at the same time looks adequate and matching the design of the earpieces in general. As you can see, here used slightly recessed sockets, but they have a wide opening, so vast majority of 2-pin connectors will fit here without big problems. Here is cable itself, there are ear hooks formed, and it's typical design of wires going inside of some tube-like insulation. It's on the softer side of things, maybe not super soft, but softer than average, and that means low microphonics and overall good wearing comfort. metal splitter with chin slider, and it goes down to the regular 3.5mm connector. Of course, it would be nice to have a balanced connector or replaceable jacks, but these earphones are really sensitive, so they don't require balanced connectors, so they don't require that much power, so making them only with single-ended jack makes sense for me. When it comes to the sound, actually they came with tuning filters, but these filters don't change a lot. I try all three of them, and indeed one set of filters adds a bit more bass and another set adds a bit more treble, but the difference is really minor, and probably I won't be able to distinguish them with 100% confident in blind test. So I decided to to put on the middle ones and definitely enjoy the results. Because when it comes to the sound, it's pretty obvious that Tanchjim spent time and pretty noticeable effort in tuning these earphones, because they deliver really well balanced sound that tick many boxes. It's technical but not sound dry or monitoring. It's detailed but doesn't sound over sharpened or over analytical. It it has great coherence and overall really well balanced signature. I'd probably call these earphones audiophilic balanced or natural, something like that. So it's definitely not the model for those who need some colored signature. But luckily we have a lot of models for those who like additional accents. Here we also have some accents, but they are helping to make sound signature more realistic. So bass is slightly accented, and a main accent is made on the mid bass. Deeper layers of bass are present. They are nice in terms of control, but they are slightly rolled off. It can be probably a bad news for those who like that deep rumble, but I like such signatures subjectively because I'm not a fan of noticeable and really prominent deep bass, because vast majority of instruments and music in real life don't have this deeper bass. It should be present, like these earphones demonstrate, to build the foundation, but it should not dominate in the sound, because it's sounding not natural for the acoustic instruments, for low notes of fortepiano, for I don't know, some for drums, for bass and stuff like that. So here we getting nice resolution, good amount of small nuances, but at the same time not over fasten or over sharpen dry bass. So what I'm trying to say with so many words, they are really balanced, not for those who like accented bass, but for those who like natural low frequencies, they definitely delivers great results. So Massive Attack Teardrop, lot of bass, lot of textured bass, all that low frequencies that paint one into each other, shifting, mixing and dissolving, appearing, and these earphones deliver that in a really good manner, not overdoing it, but with good amount of technicality. And Beat It by Michael Jackson, just good for me. Of course, everything is subjective in this description, as you understand. Good quantity and quality of low frequencies, enough of punch, but at the same time not too much, and bass stays on the place, building a good contrast between low and mid frequencies. Mids are also really balanced. They are detailed but not sounding too clinical, too analytical. You're getting great sense of realism for the instruments. You're getting nice amount of presence for female vocals, nice velvety and textured field for the male vocals. So everything in balance. No attempts to highlight something or to hide something, no accenting dynamics, no highlighting emotions, but what is present in the record will be played in a really impressive and convincing manner. So they require good material, but with proper records they will reward you with great performance. Imaginary stage is noticeably above average. It's pretty spacious, airy, sometimes a bit diffuse, but still pretty big with proper size of imaginary sound sources. So they are really good when you need to represent some big orchestra, something epic and stuff like that. And let's go for examples. First one is Slow Love Slow by Nightwish. I really like this ballad made in dark cabaret style, and for me main star of this track is that vocal duo with female and male vocals that like shadowing each other, and these earphones deliver it in a great way. And Lost for Words by Pink Floyd, that steps in the beginning, they once even scared me because they sound pretty realistic with good sense of binaural record and with great three-dimensional effect. And of course all instrumental part and all vocal part are represented nicely and sounds really well balanced. Treble is also really well tuned because it's not too sharp, but at the same time not too soft. Probably if you're sensitive for the treble, it can be a bit too much for you because these earphones don't try to hide high frequencies, don't try to sound soft, don't try to sound like I don't know, comfortable and relaxed. When treble is present, it will be played as is. When something is sharp, there will be a bit of sharpness. But at the same time, they're not over-saturating these high frequencies and deliver it in a really musical manner. It's typical dynamic driver high frequencies with proper attacks and decays, with nice extension, not maximum, but really nice. Layering is rather basic, but it's present and it's nicely done. Both basic and advanced overtones are here, sounding really great and helping you to get that sense of realism for the instruments. First example is Chinatown by John Zorn, like tons of things simultaneously going on in this track, and vast majority of that things go to the high frequency area, and it's important for earphones not to sound treble shy or treble forward, to represent it as is, and actually while they're lacking a bit of layering, a bit more richer layering, they still deliver the treble here in a really great and realistic manner. And another example, Battle of Jericho by Hugh, Laurie. Nice percussions and instruments going to the high frequency area. Everything sounds nice with good sense of realism. Earphones are pretty sensitive, but not that super sensitive type of load that gather background noise from everything. But they require something natural and with good amount of technicality and better with low background noise. Actually, Tanchjim have a great portable deck for them that I will cover in some of the upcoming reviews. But in general, with some good deck or some mid-level players, they will show the best results. Speaking about the comparisons, just a pair of models to work as a reference points. For example, EA1000 by SimGot, they are more accented on the lows, they have more weight and more presence in the mid area, and also a bit sharper in the treble area to balance all that. Here we getting a bit more bit less focused type of signature that sounds slightly more natural to me. And Hugh FD5, one of my favorite earphones, they have tighter, more impactful low frequencies and more energetic treble. They have more highlighted dynamics and emotions. Here we're getting more natural and probably more audiophilic type of signature. So, despite being released some noticeable amount of time ago, Tanchjim Origin still offers great value in my opinion. Nice, natural and neutral type of sound signature, great build quality, strict and refined design, so definitely a great model to consider. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.